Hi, in this tutorial, you will learn how to call an external API in Power Apps. Let's get started. Alright, for this tutorial, I have already created this application, which is the application that we are going to use to connect to the external API. This is an application that you can choose the city, and it will retrieve the latitude and the longitude for the chosen city. And based on that information, it will retrieve the current weather for the chosen city. And the current weather is an information that we're going to get from OpenMeteo. This is an API that provides weather data. So let me show you how the application works. You choose the city. I change the city here, and I change the latitude and the longitude. Choose Miami, the latitude and the longitude for Miami. Choose New York, the latitude and longitude for New York. And so far, we are not yet using the API. This is information that is hard-coded here in the application. So you see the city. The three options are here on the items property of the dropdown. If you go to latitude, there is a switch command, which, depending on the value of the city control, city selected value, it will display the latitude for that specific city. So if it's New York, it's going to display 40.73, which is the latitude for New York. Same thing for Dallas, which is 3277, and then for Miami. Longitude has a switch, just as the latitude switch, but with the longitude information for each of the cities. So what is an API? The acronym API stands for Application Programming Interface. This is a technology that is used by modern applications to communicate to each other. So you can send information from one application to another. Let's take a look at the OpenMeteo API. If you go here to their website, you can pick whatever you want from the API. You can choose here if you want this, that, what kind of thing. You can choose all of the information, right? And then down here, it will give you the URL that you need to call to get that information. And this is the request to their API. So let's do a test calling that API. I'm going to duplicate the browser here, copy this URL, go here, paste that, type enter, and see, when I call that API with these parameters, it returns this data. And the parameters are here on the after the question mark. You see latitude, longitude, hourly, relative humidity, and all that. So those are parameters that you choose on the API to return the data that you want, which are the ones that I selected here. If I change this, I'm going to remove this 3. You're going to see that the URL changed. And if we want to call this new URL, the data that will be returned changes also. Now, how can we call that API in Power Apps? For that, first we need to decide the exact API call that we want to make. And the one that we're going to use for this exercise is this one, which is a simpler one with less information. We are interested basically on the temperature. So the forecast here in the API, the first parameter that we're going to pass is the latitude, then the longitude, current, which is a required parameter here, and the temperature unit that we want the data to be displayed, which in this case is Fahrenheit. That means we can change this latitude to a different one. So let's say we put 30, and then it's going to say the temperature on that different latitude. And this is what is called a GET request. When calling an API, you can make a GET request, but you can also use the other HTTP verbs, such as put, delete, patch, and post. And each of those verbs serve for different purposes. For instance, the post is used to insert data in the external data source. The delete is used to delete data from the external data source. And the get, which is this one, is used to retrieve data from the external data source. Now let's go back to Power Apps to see how we can execute this GET request to the OpenMeteo API. And for that, we're going to need to create what is called here in Power Apps a custom connector. To create one, let's first click Save to save the application. Then we click Back, Leave, and then we go here to Custom Connectors. If this option is not displaying for you, you can click More, click Discover All, and then look for Custom Connectors in here. And if you click the pin button here, it will be pinned to your left side menu. Now let's go to Custom Connectors. Let's create our connector. New Custom Connector, create from blank. Let's give it a name. It's going to be the Open Meteo. Okay. You can add an icon here if you want. Then let's add a description to it. Connector to retrieve weather-related data. Scheme, let's leave HTTPS. Host, we need to inform the correct host here, which is openmeteo.com. Then go to security. And here on security, there are these different options. No authentication, basic authentication, API key, and OAuth. Different APIs have different methods of authentication. In this case, this specific API doesn't require authentication, but other APIs might require one of those. Then you would need to have the authentication data and to be able to use that API. So let's select no authentication, go to definition. And here on definition, we're going to click new action to add, let's call it get temperature endpoint to retrieve temperature based on latitude and longitude data. Here we can use the same one. And then here on request, click import from sample. And here are the HTTP verbs. We're going to use get, since we want to get data from the API. And here we're going to paste the sample URL that we want to call, which is this exact one. So let's copy that one and paste here. Then click import. And when you click import, you're going to see that here are the same parameters that we had when we tested a direct call to the API. So latitude, longitude, current, and temperature unit. Here, latitude, longitude, current, and temperature unit. Okay. Here we see that validation succeeded. Let's go to the next one. AI plugin preview. We don't need to fill that one now. Let's move to code. We can skip this one too. Now, here on test, before we can test the connector, we need to click create connector. So let's do that. Create connector. And here let's click on new connection. It says connector to retrieve weather-related data. Click create. And the connector was created. It's right here. Another thing that you can do here on step 6 is to test your connector. You can insert some data here. So let's put latitude 30, longitude 40. For the current parameter, we need to get this one. And for temperature, we need to inform that it's Fahrenheit. Okay, and now we're going to click test. You're going to see that there will be an error here. And I will explain the reason in just a moment. See, there is a 404 error. And that is one of the good things of doing this test, is to make sure your connector is correct. And why is this error happening? So let's go back here to step 1. And you see here that on host, we missed part of it. So it is the host starts with API at the beginning. So we need to inform that as well. So go here and say api.openmeteo.com. Okay. So we do that change. Click update connector. Go back to the test step. Let's test it again. 40, 30, Fahrenheit, current, test operation. And now we get a 200 response, which means that it was successful. Okay. Now that our connector is ready, we can come back here to the Power Apps application to start using it. And to do that, first we need to add that connector to the application. So go to Data, click Add Data, and now let's find the connector. It's Open Meteo. This one, click here. And now the connector is ready to be used in the application. Just note that this is a premium connector. When you see this little diamond right here, it means that it is premium. So you need a premium account to be able to use this type of connector. Okay, and how are we going to use this connector in the application? This is what we're going to do. Let's click the city dropdown, and here let's change the property to onChange, meaning that when we change the selection in the dropdown, it will execute a specific code that we need here. And the snippet of code that we need, I have already created, so I'm just going to paste it here and explain to you. So what this code does is that it will set to the var w, which is var weather variable, the content of this line of code here. And what this line of code does is that it calls getTemperature, which we created in our OpenMeteo connector. And we pass as parameters the parameters that it needs: the latitude, the longitude, current, and the temperature unit. But here, instead of putting hard-coded values for latitude, we're going to replace this by latitude.text, which is the content of this field. And then on longitude, we're going to replace by longitude.text, which is the content of this field. And with this, var_w will get the temperature returned by the API. Now, the next thing that we need to do is to insert a label. And here on the label, we're going to say current temperature in. And then we put the selected city, which is city.selectedText.value, and space is space and var_w dot. And before the dot, let me show you one thing. It says here that var_w is of data type untyped object, right? So because this data comes from this API, it doesn't have a type in the application. So how are we going to find the specific data for the temperature that we need that is inside var_w? So we put var_w dot, then let's go here and check the body of the response. And in the body, the information that we need is here on this field, temperature underline 2m, and this is the number for the test that we did. And this information is under current temperature 2m. That is what we're going to write here. Dot current dot temperature underline 2m. And see, it retrieved the temperature. The number is different here because the latitude and longitude here is different from the test that we did on the connector. Let's increase the size. And now let's test the application. I'm going to change from New York to Dallas. It changed the latitude and the longitude, and it also changed the temperature. Let's change to Miami. Change the latitude and longitude, and based on those, change the temperature. New York, and there it is. That's how you call an API in Power Apps. If you like this video, please click like. And if you want to learn more about Power Apps, click subscribe.